welcome to week 2. Week 1 was fun, we got it done. So today I'm going to have you go through a strength training program, but we are actually going to use a stability ball. So I mentioned in the first emails that I sent out that this was one of the tools that we needed. And there's a reason I have us doing a stability ball workout. First of all, I love anything that gets our body guessing. So if we can ever get ourselves into a position where our body has to balance and it has to really think about how to stabilize, it's more bang for our buck, all right? We're getting more muscle action than we would if we were just focusing on one muscle group alone. So today, we're gonna use a stability ball, although any of these exercises can be modified if you don't have a stability ball by just getting yourself onto the floor or into the same position that we're in now, using maybe a stable chair or something like that, but we'll talk more about that as we go through each of the exercises. All right, so we are going to do a warm-up and a cardio burst. They're gonna be the same exercises. So when you first start with your warm-up, maybe go a little bit slower, but in between each of our sets, today we're gonna end up doing 3 sets of 3 different exercises, similar to what we did last week. But instead, this time what we're gonna do is after each set, we're gonna do this cardio burst. Now we're gonna go through 6 different types of cardio movements, and each of them we will go for 30 seconds, so you will hear a little beep when it's time to change, but you can just follow along with me as well. Now, if there's something that I'm doing that doesn't work for you, as far as you're not able to do the exercise that I'm doing, just keep yourself moving. You just wanna keep that heart rate up. So if I'm doing jumping jacks and you're marching, that works just fine. We're just gonna try to keep it so that our bodies are moving, our heart rates get raised, and we get that blood flow to all of our muscles and get cardio benefit as well. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna start the timer. We're first just gonna start in squats, okay? So get that good position, here we go. It's gonna start in about, I didn't realize, the timer's gonna go down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now with these squats, just go as fast as you can. Here we go, sit it down and up. Now remember, keeping your weight in your heels, keeping your abs drawn in, and you're sitting down in that chair, okay? So the pressure's not in the knees. Now we're going faster than we normally do because we're trying to get that heart rate up. Next time, we're gonna go into just holding into a plie squat, and we're gonna go into punches. Remember these? So put some power behind it. We're gonna get those arms and shoulders warmed up. We're working those muscles today. We wanna make sure that they feel the burn today too. Doing good. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears. And punch, punch, punch. Okay, we're gonna change it now to jumping jacks. Here we go. Up. Full jumping jacks. Is your heart rate up yet? It should be, mine is. That's good. That's what we want. Did you know this type of a workout is actually really good for your brain and not just your body? Anytime you do these cardio bursts, it actually increases your metabolism, which increases the rate at which blood flow and oxygen gets sent to your brain. It's a little side note there. Okay, now we're going into butt kicks. I couldn't remember what we were doing. Good thing I wrote it down. Now if you listen to my podcast, you know the importance of writing things down. Kick your butt. We're gonna warm up those hamstrings, okay? Make sure you're keeping those knees underneath your hips. Doing so good, you guys. Keep it going. That's it. 3, 2. We're gonna go to Frankenstein. Keep your body still. Kick forward. Keep your upper body nice and upright. Keep your legs as straight as you can. All right, you want to get those hamstrings a good active stretch. But by doing fast kicks, you're working your abs as well. It's getting your heart rate up. All right, next, we're going to side lunges, okay? So find some space. You're gonna squat, come back together. taking my body over the outside knee, okay? Super important, keep those knees and hips in alignment and toes and knees forward, not out to the side. We're almost there. You want to feel this in your glutes, and we're getting a good active stretch in that inner thigh. You did it, nice job. We're warmed up and we're going to do the same series of exercises for our cardio bursts. Okay, so our first exercise we're going to go into side Bulgarian split squats. Okay, so I just want your foot to just rest on the top of the ball. All of your weight should be centered over the standing leg, okay? And we're going to squat just like we would normally. The leg is going to go out to the side, kind of activating our inner thigh and activating our stabilizing muscles on the inner thigh of the standing leg. You still want your knee to go forward, okay? So we're going to bust through 15 reps. You ready? Sit those hips back and then push those hips forward at the top. Good. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good, 7, 8, tighten those quads at the top, really give an extra squeeze. Good, we've got 5 left, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, all right, we gotta go to the other leg. So you're just gonna roll that ball, place the right foot on the ball, get into position. Make sure you're extending that leg. You don't want your ball to be too far on the outside of the ball. You want to get it right on the very top, if not even just a little bit on the inside of the ball. Here we go. Transfer your weight to the left foot and make sure toes are pointed forward and sit it back. Push the hips forward. Good. 2, 3. Now to up the intensity, you can add dumbbells and hold them in your hands. All right, keeping the weight though over. So if I had dumbbells in my hand, I would have them on either side of the knee as I lower down. Good. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, here we go. We're going to go into a push-up with a knee drawing. Okay, so we're going to put the ball in front of us. And we're just going to lay on the ball and walk our hands forward. I want you to walk out as far as you can keep a good solid core. So we don't want the hips to sag ever, because that hurts the back, and I don't want you to feel like you have to have your hips up in that steel bug position. So find where works for you. All right, we're going to keep our hands a little bit wider than shoulder width apart into a push-up position, fingers facing forward. You're going to draw the knees in towards the chest. Go back out to that plank starting position and go down into a push-up. There's 1. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you with me? 8. Keep the body right over the shoulders and the hands. Don't let yourself go too far back. Extend those legs back into that starting plank position. Last 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good job. We're going to still go into an upper body and ab type of a workout with the stability ball. We're going to go into pikes. Okay, so now with pikes, what you want to do is you want to think more about raising your hips and glutes up towards the ceiling. Really, if you imagine that there's like a little string or something that's pulling your tailbone up towards the ceiling, it helps a lot. It might feel like you're not doing a huge movement, but you'll actually be surprised on how high you can get those hips up. I want you to keep the legs as straight as possible. If you find that this gets too hard to complete 15 reps, that's okay. Do as many as you can and then finish at the reps, drawing your knees in like we did with the last exercise. All right, so let's get into position. I'm just going to go to where my toes are on the ball. Okay, so right there, abs are engaged. Now I'm imagining something's pulling my hips up towards the ceiling. Go up and down. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And dismount. Good job, you guys. All right, so first round's done. We're gonna go into our cardio burst. We're doing the same exercises we did in our warm-up. Maybe push it, go a little bit faster. We're gonna start with the squats. You ready? And go. Push it back. That was our beep. Good, as soon as you hear that beep again, we're gonna go into those punches, okay? And I want you to keep yourself in a plie and keep those hips low. So even though we're not moving up and down, those leg muscles are gonna be firing. And you'll see what I mean. Especially after we did those Bulgarian split squats, those muscles are gonna be tired. And so you're gonna wanna kind of raise up out of those, that plie. Here we go, in, punch. Good. You guys are awesome. Sometimes I like to think about like somebody or something that I just want to punch in the face. That motivates me and punch hard and put some power behind each of the punches. We're just getting that heart rate up. Are you noticing that your body's ready to rise up? Make sure you stay low. Doing good. 3, 2, we're going to go to jumping jacks. Here we go. Now remember, if you need to modify it, this works too, but this is better. This is week 2. We gotta push it a little bit more than we did last week. All right, we're gonna go into butt kicks next. You wanna get those hamstrings nice and warmed up, because next round we're gonna be using them. All right, here we go. Butt kicks. Hopefully you've got some good music on, and it's pumping you up, making you wanna move. Awesome. Whenever we get oxygen to our muscles and our brains, it makes us feel good. It's that runner's high. That's why I'm so happy all the time, because I love to do my cardio. All right, next, we're gonna go into those Frankensteins. Again, really good for what we're doing next. All right, kick that leg as high as you can while keeping it straight. You wanna imagine those hamstrings are like a rubber band. And every time you pull, you're making those hamstrings a little more pliable. All right? Now, you want to stay young, you got to stay flexible. That's what ages us the most, is when we stop being flexible. So do your stretching. All right, last one is side lunges. Here we go. Side to side. Now remember that body positioning. You hear me breathing hard? That's right, that's what we want. Right there. Toes forward, knees forward. Shoulder and hip are at the same position. We're almost there. We're gonna go into round 2 of our strength portion. So you can grab that stability ball again and get ready to go. Okay, it feels really good to lay down, but don't stay here because we're not going to stay comfortable. I want your feet, your heels on the ball again, and right in the center, okay, so not too far in front, because you'll see, we're going to end up moving the ball. So what we're going to do is plant your hands by your hips, and you're going to tighten those glutes and abs and draw the hips up, and then draw the legs in. Now this is a modified hamstring curl with a hip bridge. I'm going to challenge you guys to see if we can do it one leg. Okay? There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These burn those hamstrings, man, but I love them. 10, 11, 12, 3 more, 13, 14, last one. Okay, now, if you did single leg, you gotta do the other leg, okay? So you're gonna take the left foot and plant it, take the right foot We're gonna go up and curl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You feeling it burn? You might not be able to walk very well after these. That's okay, that's what we want, right? We don't want to have to walk. Good, I think we're at 2 more. 1 more, okay. Awesome, all right. Stretch those hamstrings out. Give them a little pat of love, okay? We're gonna keep our feet on the ball. We're still on our back. We're gonna work more our glutes. Last time was our hamstring. Now we're working those glutes. So I want you to raise those hips up. Bend the knees like we did with the hamstring curl, but keep that bend. Now from here, we're gonna drop the hips and then push them up as high as you can, okay? Really squeeze those glutes. I like to say like crack a nut or pinch a pen, but that's probably not very ladylike of me, so don't tell my mom I said that. You'll feel also that it's working the hamstrings. There's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I was saying, is this going to work your calves as well as your hamstrings? And you're going to feel it in your glutes. Now, if you needed more of a challenge, you could do that same exercise and do a single leg. All right? Take it to your level. Customize it to where you need it to be. All right, we're going to stay on our back for our next exercise. Okay, now I want you to take your feet and squeeze the outside of that ball because we're going to pick the ball up into the air, okay? So we're going to activate the inner thighs. Awesome. We always love to work the inner thighs. And we're going to work the abs again. So what we're going to do is called a ball pass, okay? So what I want you to squeeze really tight and lower that ball as low as you can without letting the back arch. And then crunch up, grab the ball, and now both your arms and your legs are going to go back behind you. Pass it back to the foot. So now we're going to go 14 more times. Here we go. We're going to go down, crunch up. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze that ball. Don't let it drop. 8. Good. 9. It's getting tougher. 10. 11. 12. 13. 2 more. Last one. And you did it. Nice job. All right, you should feel those abs nice and tight. Hip flexors definitely. And those inner thighs. Awesome. We're going to do another cardio burst. So get that energy going. We're going to start with squats. Okay, so take your feet hip width apart. And when the beep starts, that's when we start. Ready, go. Go as fast as you can. Really push through it. Just when you think you've gone as fast as you can, I want you to dig a little deeper and find more speed, more strength, more power. Make sure you keep smiling. I know this is tough and I know we're getting tired, but put that smile on your face. It's amazing how a smile can actually give you more energy. We're almost there. We're going to go into those plie squats and punches, our favorite. Here we go. Get some aggression out. Work out some of that frustration. Not that any of you have any frustration, because I know you guys are just like rainbows and butterflies, right? All day long. That's how we are. Keep those hips low. Don't rise up. new word because awesome. I just use it too much. Hopefully, you've got that music pumping. We're gonna have to share some ideas on some fun like playlists. Everybody can download the same music and we'll just have it pumping in our own homes. Okay, next we're going into Frankenstein's. Remember keeping that upper body upright, nice and straight. Woo, as well as keeping those legs straight. You don't really need to keep your hands up. I just use it because it kind of works your shoulder muscles and it reminds me to keep my upper body upright. It gives me a little goal, you know, aim for the fingers with the toes. Okay, side to side. Here we go. You guys are amazing. I'm so impressed with already the success that you're having. I hope that you guys are recognizing the growth that you're already having, and taking a before and after picture is an awesome idea. So if you didn't do it last week, like I encourage you to, do it this week. Nice, all right, let's go. Okay, now what we're gonna do with the ball is we're actually gonna put our elbows or our forearms on the ball and get into the plank position. So as soon as you get into that really good straight plank, we're gonna start pulling our knees into the chest. So it's a knee drawing, but instead of our feet being on the ball, it's our hands and our arms on the ball, and our knees are drawing in underneath. It's kind of like a mountain climber, but maybe a little bit more slow and controlled. Okay, so we're gonna end up doing a total of 30 reps so that we get 15 reps on each arm, okay? Here we go, get into position and start. Elbows right under the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep that plank position. Don't let those hips drop. 11, 12, 13, 14. Last time, 15. And step it out. Good job. Okay, so this exercise that we're doing now is what I call a prayer roll. And what you're going to do is you're just going to have your hands, you want to place them on the top of the ball just like we've done with our feet. And the key here is to imagine that there is no way that your hips can hinge. You're going to keep your body completely straight from the shoulder down to the knee. And the key to making this happen and do it successfully is to, again, keep those glutes just as tight as you can keep them. Just squeeze them with all of your might. Okay, this is an exercise that works our abs, our back, our triceps, our shoulders, and our chest. I mean, it's just like everything. Your hamstrings even are going to get engaged in this. And because you're squeezing your glutes, they are too. So I love this exercise. We're going to do 15 reps. So get yourself into position, tighten those glutes. Here we go. You're going to, I kind of keep my hands actually on the front side of the ball because I want to have room to really lay it out. I lay it out, I come onto my forearms, and then I pull myself back to that starting position without bending through the hips. So I wanted to go at this angle so you could see how I'm keeping my body nice and tight. How are you doing? Those glutes still tight? Keep them tight, especially on that pullback. Five more. These are the ones you're going to want to cheat on. Don't cheat. If you have to, just don't go quite as far forward, okay? Last two, let's make them count. Last one, lay it out as far as you can, and pull it back. Nice job. Okay, so now we're going to go into like a side lean, and it's going to really work our obliques. And you'll notice that I'm kneeling. You're actually going to be feeling it in this kneeling leg as well as our anchor leg. Okay, so keep this leg nice and straight. Keep those muscles engaged. Even though you're not moving the lower body, you're just moving the upper body, they're still working. So you're going to extend your arms, hold onto the ball, squeezing activating the chest muscles, okay, as well as the biceps. Here we go, we're gonna lean. Now if you can go all the way down and come back up, great. I'm just gonna go part way. You'll feel those abs grab, and that's what we're trying to do. And then come back up. Now the straighter, it's hard to talk to you, the straighter that you keep your arms, the more resistance you're gonna feel. If it feels like it's too hard, I'm gonna hide my face, but you can bring the arms in just a little bit. But challenge yourself. You feel those abs grabbing every time? 5 more. Last 2. Keep those hips forward. Last one. And we'll go on to the other side. Okay, now, did you see what I'm talking about? Those hips kind of get engaged, they get a little bit tired. We've been working those muscles already today. And so doing this just kind of finishes it off, all right? So take the ball overhead, sit up nice and tall, and straighten and activate the muscles in your legs, and lean. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys are doing awesome. 7. We're working some majorly deep muscles in the core. We love that because a strong core makes everything else stronger in the body. 3 more. Okay, 1 more. So you can kind of hold it and then come back, just so you know, a little extra credit. All right, you guys, we are just about finished. We've got 1 more cardio burst. We're gonna start in 3 seconds. We're gonna do exactly what we just did. So go into those squats. Now mean it. Do it like you mean it. You're gonna empty that energy reserve that you've got in there. You gotta push yourself. I know you can do it. I'm so proud of you. So many people told me about all of the weight loss that they had this last week. I think our highest number was 8 pounds. And that was on Friday. That was in 5 days. That's crazy. But that's awesome. I'm so proud of you guys for working so hard. All right, in 3, 2, and 1, we're gonna get that plie and punch it. Come on, stay low. Get those abs engaged. I know those ab muscles are tired. We worked on them. Every single exercise that we did today was activating the core muscles. Did you feel that? That's the most important area, I guess you could say, of our body to strengthen. All of our power comes from the core. All right, so you want to make sure that you're keeping good form. Otherwise, you're going to end up hurting your back, which we don't want to do that. All right, ready? And we're going to go into jumping jacks. Good. How are you feeling? Are you like celebrating inside because you're just about done? Now, there's some options here for you. What you can do is just go through this 1 round and be done. But if you crazies out there want to do it 1 more time, just go back to the beginning and do this all again. All right, buckets. Probably feels a little different round 3, right? These muscles are fatigued. They're feeling it. That's okay, push through. Good. All right, happy hormones. Gonna be flowing through your body for the rest of the day. Here we go. We are gonna seriously be kicking butt for the rest of the day. You guys are gonna have this incredible energy. I know it doesn't feel like that right now because we're exhausted, but you just look forward to that. That's all I have to say. Well, you probably remember it from last week. Did you guys feel that? It's real. So by using your body, you're actually creating more energy in your body. All right, last one. and stretching, but definitely I feel that in my inner thigh. Now, speaking of stretching, I haven't been adding those into our workouts, but that doesn't mean I don't want you to stretch. You've got to get in that stretch. Remember what I said earlier about secret of youth is flexibility? Well, you gotta stretch. So once your heart rate comes down back to a normal level, get in about 5 minutes of stretching. You guys, again, I'm so proud of you. We're gonna have an awesome week this week. I want you to think about the goals that you set, especially your power goals, your power priority goals. And I want you to focus on them every day. I want you to look at your list and think about how you're gonna improve yourself every day, because it's all about getting better. So, amazing, you guys. We'll talk tomorrow.